vehicle pads are currently open for business.
your feet, soldiers.
Lieutenant Jorgen? What are you doing here?
I'm getting you out of here.
Thought we'd have been out of here weeks ago. Who's this?
I'm the commander of Havoc Squad.
Havoc Squad? It's an honor, sir.
Okay, enough boot kissing. I want answers, Torv. For starters, how'd you get yourselves captured?
It's all there in our mission outline. Didn't Zane brief you?
Zane? As in Senior Agent Zane? Man's been nothing but trouble for us.
So he didn't... Oh. Then I'm afraid I can't say anything more. SIS orders.
We just saved your life. Now start talking.
But we... Okay, look, we let ourselves get caught. Part of some top-secret SIS op. They implanted tracking devices in us. Plan was to follow us through Imperial space, find out where the imps ship their POWs, and then come rescue us.
Pretty gutsy to volunteer for a mission like that.
Would have done the Republic a lot of good, if it had worked. Nobody anticipated the imps would split us up, send us to labor details. Surprised the SIS didn't spring us then.
Typical SIS. Should have known better than to trust those spooks.
Too good an opportunity. You know how many troops we have in those camps.
What if the Imperials had executed you?
He had good intentions, Jorgen.
Yeah, and it landed him in an Imperial labor camp with no ticket home. But you're right. We'll have it out with the SIS later. For now, just sit tight. I'll call for an evac, get you boys home. Well, they're off. The SIS better have a good reason for leaving those men behind.
Zane is involved. Maybe he wants to enlighten us.
I'm sure he'll have something to say about this rescue op of ours. Anyway, we've done all we can for now. I'll see about getting the rest of those coordinates decrypted.
Let me tell you, boss, this is not where I figured I'd end up when I enlisted. Growing up on Nar Shaddaa, you only joined the army for the free ticket out of there.
You enlisted so you could leave Nar Shaddaa?
You better believe it. Before the army, I ran with whatever gang had the loosest boss and the most spare debt night. Had a long list of enemies. Even street trash take it bad when you blow up their buddies.
Joining the army is an interesting escape plan.
Worked like a charm. I'm alive, and most of those scumbags aren't. Joining up turned out to be the best idea I ever had. A lot more fun than running with those scrubs back on the streets, most of the time.
What's not to like?
Lot of rules. Can't just beat down the people who come to enforce them. Have to play nice, or smart. Enough reminiscing. Let's go trash something, huh?
Come in, Captain. This is General Garza. I understand you've just docked over Hoth. Hoth is locked in a three-way resource battle between the Republic, the Sith Empire, and a powerful alliance of pirate warlords. It's pure chaos.
I'll be sure to stay on my toes, General.
You're recruiting a technical specialist named Sergeant Yun. Judging by his service record, he's the finest technician in the entire Republic military. Yun is a Gand, an uncommon species in the Republic, and he follows an indigenous shamanistic training. No one understands it, but his results are unmatched.
If he can get the job done, then I'll be glad to have him.
Whether through mystical powers or luck, Yun's gained a reputation from his squadmates for doing the impossible. Currently, he's scavenging crashed Imperial warships to piece together a functional Umbra encryptor, the machine responsible for the Empire's most secure military codes. It's critical that Yun completes the Umbra encryptor. We've never come close to breaking the code, and the amount of intelligence we could gain is immense.
With Havoc's help, the job will be done in no time.
Yun has already been informed of his transfer into Havoc Squad. I'm told he's excited to meet you. Contact me again when the mission is concluded and Yun has completed the Umbra encryptor. Garza out.
Heading down to Hoth, Captain. The shuttle is prepped and ready. We're just waiting for clearance from the station controller to launch.
I've never heard of this planet before. What should I expect?
I hope you like ice. You've got your ice canyons, your ice plains, some ice mountains. Really, you ought to try to savor this delay. Every minute you're not freezing to death is a good one.
A little frostbite is good for you. Keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, but they don't fall off. Before I forget, you'll need this cold weather equipment. If you're lucky, you won't use it much.
Everything checks out. You are cleared for launch.
You should check in with the commander at Auric Base when we land. He'll be able to tell you a lot more about Hoth.
That's amazing. I never would have imagined. Officer on deck!
Why don't you give me the details of your operation, Sergeant? Having the Imperial's own record should speed up our search. Havoc is used to going in first. Just point us in the right direction.
Captain. Good to see you, sir. We didn't expect reinforcements from Havoc Squad. This is the best news we've had in days. Welcome to Auric Base. What's left of it. I'm Lieutenant Laskin. Did Republic Command send you? Did they get my distress signal?
I don't think your signal got through. The station seemed pretty calm.
You don't know? If you're not here to answer my distress call, I don't know what we're going to do. We can't hold out much longer. An explosion in one of the speeder hangars knocked out main power. Within seconds, we were under heavy Imperial fire. Our shields haven't switched to auxiliary power yet.
Who calls the shots around here?
As the most senior officer left, I've been trying to contact Republic Command. I don't know what to do here. We still have men in the field on a critical mission, or we did when we were attacked anyway. Between the Imperials and the cold, I don't have enough people for a search party. Please, if you could head out there, you're their only chance.
What makes you think they haven't already frozen to death?
I know it's a long shot, but the mission they were on is vital. They were headed out to check the long-range sensors. With those running again, we'd have some warning before another attack hit. If you reach them, give them these, fresh weapons and supplies, and they might make it back. And thank you.
Take a look at the stock. What can I get you?
Nice to see customers. Can I get you anything? Feel free to browse.
Am I seeing things? I didn't think there was anyone else left alive on this planet.
What's the word from Auric Base? There's nothing on the comm but static. I was starting to think they pulled out and left us.
Auric Base is in bad shape. They took heavy casualties and they need all the help they can get.
See? I told you to stop being so negative. They didn't leave us. They're just nearly all dead.
Right. You're a model of optimism. What about our mission? We can't leave the sensors like this.
I thought you'd be anxious to get back to the base. Did I miss something?
We came out here to check the long-range sensors. They were damaged in the attack, but they're easily fixable.
If you can get to them. Which we obviously couldn't.
Without the sensors, Auric Base is blind. They won't have any warning the Empire is coming. If you can reach the arrays, you can bring them back online. There are a lot of Imperials in the area, though.
We'd better get moving if we're not gonna freeze to death. See you back at the base.
neutralized.
I'll hold this position until you get the door open. I'll hit the barracks and stop the imps immediately. Fully understood. There are 2 wires in the maintenance panel, Ewan. One red, one blue. What should I cut? Cutting the blue wire now. Thanks for the assist, Sergeant. I'll be along shortly, Sergeant.
You made it! Welcome back. With the long-range sensors working again, it's starting to look like we might pull through this after all. Captain, we can't thank you enough for finding our people. This base hasn't had any hope in a while. Those men owe you their lives. Thank you.
Those soldiers didn't run into any Imperials on the way back, did they?
Sir, a distress flare was just fired from the power relay.
That relay's the only reason we still have shields and heat. If the Tals defending it are being overrun.
Orders, Lieutenant?
I don't know.
There's no need to panic. I can answer the distress signal.
Thank you. I don't know what we'd do if you weren't here. Please, go to the relay. If you can't hold off the Empire, send up a flare. We'll try to evacuate as much of the base as we can.
Mistuka mogoto parjichi sa domba. Tauz azulus uval tung mi chakulka dimaji. O bagthra wanawaga mi bunawa duetwipe.
An attack on our allies is an attack against the Republic.
Liska ta. Chunki faguta. Jiho poda ji oto vokise. O grani tampio da pushi wumpa. Pu tula musta.
I'd be happy to volunteer.
Hagwa topi basta wahota. Tauz azulus uval tung mi chakulka dimaji.
When they saw the distress flare, Auric Base thought you were about to be slaughtered.